Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a real treat. This is something completely different, as to paraphrase Monty Python. And no, for something completely different. But anyway, Matt's going to need to give, there's a lot of people that haven't, he's going to need to give a little synopsis because he's up to chapter 9. So he's been reading his novel that he's writing, or a play, or a screenplay, and it's called Trans. From the works? From
the universe of fact.
The universe. Matt?
How you doing? Well, I'd like to bring you into a world that's part of this overall saga I call The Factory, and this science fiction story that I've been writing for quite a while now, actually. And this is a story that takes place in that particular universe, although 35 to 40 years later. And it's part of a screenplay I like to call Trans. So, as I've said before, once again return with me to a world sometime in the near future. We go forward into the early 22nd century, a world where the next major industry in the United States is the manufacture of biological replacement parts. Yes, indeed. Where the impossible is now tomorrow's reality. It's a world where man has advanced to such a level that it is literally possible to recreate the human body into a form a person desires. We continue the story of Fran Jensen, a young transgender who has quite literally been transformed genetically, biologically, and physically into a female. Or so we have thought. In our last episode, Fran learned the startling truth that she is not Frankie Jensen reborn. Due to a stroke during the transformation procedure, Frankie remains in a medically induced coma. While his brain tissue recovers from the trauma, Fran is an entirely new being, separate and distinct from Frankie, though she possesses all of his memories and emotions. But shattered from the news, Fran charged out of the Transformation Institute and into the park across from the hospital, where she broke down, her mind struggling to accept the reality of her situation. And now, Trans, episode 9. We fade in an exterior of the park during the day, and we cut to a park bench about the same time. A familiar face sits and eats her lunch. It is Dr. Dumaine, last seen in episode 5. A copy of a very old book rests next to her. The title is faded and worn and hardly legible. She looks relaxed, but only for the moment. She suddenly hears a scream in the background, and they hear the sound effect of a woman screaming. Startled, Dr. Dumaine's head suddenly turns to her left. She drops her lunch on the bench and immediately charges to where she heard the scream coming from. And we cut to another section of the park. Some people of various backgrounds have similar ideas. They have heard the scream. Dr. Dumaine gasps when she sees who it is. The young man is already there, trying to console Fran, who sobs uncontrollably. "Hey, are you okay?" Fran doesn't answer. She only sobs. Dr. Dumaine immediately steps forward. She stops the other people from approaching Fran. "Thank you, I got this." Dr. Dumaine crouches down in front of Fran. She briefly turns to the man who offered his aid. "I'm a doctor, sir. I'll take it from here." "Is she okay?" "She'll be all right, I promise." The man reluctantly gets up and slowly backs away. Dr. Dumaine gently touches Fran's shoulder. "Miss Jensen, Fran, look at me." Fran looks up. Her makeup is a mess from her tears. She sobs. Dr. Dumaine embraces her then. "It's okay. Let it out." And we cut to a wide shot of the park, where we see Dr. Dumaine hugging Fran. We dissolve to Dr. Dumaine's office a few minutes later. Dr. Dumaine offers Fran a glass of water. Her face is dry now. Her remaining makeup is smudged. Thanks. How did you know I was there? I didn't actually. I was just having my lunch. Then I heard you. I have a good idea of what it was about, Fran. You knew? Until last week, no. But Dr. Colvin and I, he had no right to tell you. Technically, no, Fran. He didn't. And I suspect that there will be some accountability for that, among other things. But I understand why. He needed some help dealing with his decision. Like you, he's human also. Human? I'm manufactured. I'm not real, just a toy. Pretty little doll. No, Fran, you are real. You are human. But also, you are something new entirely. What am I? I don't know all the details, but unlike me, who still has a genetically male brain in a female body, you are, right down to the last chromosome, a true flesh and blood female. Then what about him? Frankie, I mean, me. The old me. The real... I don't know. I don't have those answers, friend. I know there were some unexpected complications from the transformation procedure. And if Dr. Corbin didn't make the decision that he made, both you and Frankie would have died. But the medical aspects, you will have to discuss this more with Dr. Corbin. The psychological and mental health aspects, that's my area. I can help you if you'll let me. Who am I? You are Fran Jensen. You will stop there. Dr. Dumaine embraces Fran again. It takes Fran a moment to reciprocate, but then she clutches Dr. Dumaine tightly. And we dissolve to, a few minutes later, interior of the parking garage. And we cut to a parked car. A new luxury car is parked with its driver's side window partially open. Inside is Franklin Jensen, whom we saw in the last episode. He speaks to someone on his cell phone. I don't give a damn where he is. Unless he wants to lose my business, get him on the phone now. Stupid bitch. At this point, footsteps can be heard in the background against the pavement of the parking garage. Karen Jensen walks into the scene from camera right. She looks upset, but she is calm. She gets into the car. Frank gives her a dirty look. All right, fine. He doesn't call me by the end of the day today. Okay, have a nice day. Frank angrily closes his cell phone. He clasps his hands together tightly and draws in a breath. He is struggling to maintain control of himself. What was that all about, Frank? What do you think? I think I want a straight answer. Because I'm not in the mood for your sarcasm, Frank. I'm trying to reach Dr. Martin. Asshole's probably out on the golf course somewhere. Dr. Martin, why? Why the hell do you think, Karen? If you think I'm going to let that witch doctor do anything else to our son, then you're more screwed up than I thought you were. Karen's eyes widen. She gasps. Cut to black. End of episode 9. More in 2 weeks.